So, Jamar, we've been talking about DEI and the president attacking it through executive orders, a constellation of policies. What do we need to do? Because I think this is what's most important. I think all of us recognize how wrong this is. All of us recognize who have been in this work, whether you're a black Christian, or you're an ally, or you're a person of color, you recognize that this is wrong. You recognize that there's something off about this. You also recognize how hateful it is. And you've probably been labeled with language before. So this hits particularly close to home for a lot of us, right? So what should we do? Because we want to equip the people with something. What should we do? Now, how do we live? How do we exist? How do we protect ourselves in a world where it seems like the vitriol is rising?
So number one, we have to understand the scope and the comprehensiveness of this. So very practically, like, go read the executive orders.
Yeah.
And I'll read you one more part because this gets to the scope of what we're dealing with. So it says, each agency, department, or commission head, in consultation with the Attorney General, the director of OMB, which, by the way, is Russ Vought, who was the architect of Project 2025, recently confirmed, and the director of OPM, Office of Personnel Management, as appropriate, shall take the following actions within 60 days of this order. Terminate to the maximum extent allowed by law all DEI, DEIA, the A stands for accessibility, and environmental justice offices, and positions, including but not limited to chief diversity officer positions, all equity action plans, equity actions, initiatives, or programs, equity-related grants or contracts, and all DEI or DEIA performance requirements for employees, contractors, or grantees. And that's just part one.
Yeah.
It goes on. So why do I read that?
That's significant.
It starts with the federal government.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a signal. That's where the executive branch can start. They can, literally with the stroke of a pen on an executive order, eliminate anything related to DEI. And by the way, they slipped in environmental justice, which also has a racial element, because where do they locate factories? Where does pollution tend to concentrate? In poorer areas, in areas with black and brown people, right? So there's a racial element there too.